What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. It is a nice day out, so I am filming this video intro outside, but with the nice spring weather coming in, there are some consequences. This winter, we got a lot of snow, and when spring comes, the snow obviously melts and it turns into water. Each and every year in the past, this shop floods because it's lower than everything else, and all the water comes and rushes into the shop. So as you can see, there is some water that has run through the shop. We tried getting on top of it this year by just putting sand in front of the shop door and then pumping out the water whenever it fills. And that has actually helped a lot, because compared to previous years, it's not bad at all. But anyways, back to the car stuff. You guys haven't seen yet, we've been picking away at the Demon, and basically it's kind of put together, and I guess I'll just show you right now. I am loving the way this car is turning out. It is coming along awesome, really. I don't really have a purpose for this video, but I'm just gonna go over some of the things that I have done, and then I am going to film some of the things that I'm going to do. And it's just a video to get everything together on the car, start putting it back together so it can get out on the road, because springtime is right around the corner. To start it off, you guys probably noticed the whole front clip of the car is back together. As you can see on the grill here, we did a two-tone satin black and satin bronze. Turned out really, really nice. These emblems are just black right now. I want to two-tone them with bronze as well. I was going to do the polished edge of these rims. I was going to do them bronze as well, but I'm thinking I might just leave them the polished aluminum. As for the ride height of the car in the front, the torsion bars are completely maxed out right now, so that's as low as it's going to go, which is basically kind of where I want it. Pretty good clearance right here, about that much. Pretty nice. And in the rear, we did actually drop the car on 2-inch lowering blocks, but it will probably still come down a little bit once I get all the interior in, and a full tank of gas is going to make a difference. So as for this, I think it'll be good too. Okay, so now that that is out of the way, the first thing I want to do for this video is clean out the inside of this back window and vacuum in that crease, because I took this piece out. There's a cardboard piece that goes there. And I'm doing this because we are going to be tinting this back window from the inside, and I also just want to clean that. I was going to use the shop vac to clean all the moths and stuff out of there, but the shop vac decided to not work. What I would like to do is find my mirror seal so I can install that mirror. I put the seal and the nut over here by all the paint and stuff, and it's been here the whole time, but I go to install it and now I can't find it. I did find this random seal, and it kind of works. As you can see, there's a little bit of overlapping on the edge. But what I just found out, actually, before I just filmed that, when I first found this seal, I put it on the way like I just showed you, but then I just flipped it around a different way, and it fits nearly perfect now. So I'm gonna clean this up, and then I am going to find a nut for this, and I will install it. Got a nut and a washer and clean the seal up a bit. Now let's install this bad boy. And there it is installed. Messed up a little bit, as you can see. I guess I should have thought a little bit more before we painted it, because as you can see, when I moved the mirror to put it more in place, it exposed some non-painted stuff, and I might have to take that mirror off again and repaint this seal because it didn't clean up too nice. But it does look good, and I do really like these old school mirrors. I think they are awesome. Now it is approximately supper time. I'm gonna go inside and get something to eat, and then I will probably be back out here. Alright, it has been a minute since I filmed that last part. The day after I filmed that, we did attempt to tint the windows. As you can see, we still have the stuff laid out. But it did not really go as planned. We attempted on this side window and it really brought out the scratches, which wasn't good. We attempted on the back window and it was just a complete fail. So therefore, once it's running and driving, I'll probably just bring it in to get done by somewhere professional who can actually tint the windows. Other than that, last time, like I said, I got the mirrors in, but now we have the door handles in, as you can see. The trunk lock is in, and of course the other side. And something that has been waiting a long time, my windshield is finally in. I was not here the day that we put this in. It was my dad and my grandpa that put it in. I was away, I was busy that day, but I'm glad to see it in. Looks really good. But right now, I'm going to be installing my manifolds, finally. Now that the gaskets are in and everything. I've just been waiting this long because we just got the hardware now. Another thing that I can go over is I just picked up this carb today. We got it off of a 383 stroker that we did on a Jeep build a while ago. I've got an alternator. I need to get my radiator painted and in the car, and then something needs to be done with the power steering, and then hopefully we can fire this engine up. That will be saved for our next video probably, but I'm super pumped for that. In the meantime, let's get these manifolds on. Alright, that actually took a lot longer than what I was expecting, but the manifolds are in. This driver one was really tough and I got really frustrated with it, and this passenger one was quite easy. But anyways, now that that's done, I'm pretty sure that's it for the night, and then tomorrow we'll be like putting on the carb, I think, and then doing some extra wiring and basically getting it ready to run. I'm really hoping I don't have to take off this driver's side manifold again to work on the power steering. Let's just hope that's not the case, and if it is, sucks to be me, but I did want to paint these manifolds with high heat paint. It's just, I think I'll be fine to do it with brush while they're on the car. I think it won't be a problem. Anyways, looks good, and I'm going to bed, so good night. And good morning, I suppose. Yesterday, actually, we mounted up the carburetor and we put it on and installed it. Don't mind my air cleaner and my air cleaner cap. It's not finished yet, but it's just painted black right now. The carb looks really good. As for today's little project, I'm going to clean this up a bit and get this bad boy painted bronze, and then it'll be ready to install. I'm just going to take to it with some sandpaper in some of the areas that I can get, but I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. I'm going to be taping this part off before I paint it. Scuffed up pretty good. Now I'm just going to tape it off real quick. Just that top part right there. Alright, I taped up that and that. Now let's spray paint this bad boy. I should have probably set it down to begin with so I didn't have to spray paint my hand. Alrighty, time for a second coat. While that's waiting, we also realized yesterday that my master cylinder was in fact leaking, so we're hoping to replace it with this bad boy right here. This is the old one. There's what it looks like without the tape on it there. Hard to see, hard to see, hard to see. There it is. Not the best job, but pretty good. And then there it is, all nice and dry. Alright, I'm just creeping up on 10 minutes now, and that's usually my warning to end the video. So, I've just got a few more things that I want to say, and then it'll be the end of the video. Like I mentioned earlier, we did pick up an alternator, but we test installed it on the car, and the pulley system didn't actually come out far enough to line up with the other things that have to go on the pulley. We got looking at more Mopar stuff and things like that, and we realized that my car will need a double pulley, which is just this with another pulley system on top, right? Anyways, we actually ended up lucking out and picking one up the other day. So now I've got the double pulley one. It's about the same condition as this one. So fix her up nice, and that'll be able to be installed. Also, off the same engine, it was a 440, I picked up this little power steering part right there that I also need. So that's good. Now the power steering issue is resolved. So that's basically 2 steps closer to getting this bad boy running. Right now I'm waiting on a starter. I'm not sure where to find one quite yet, but that's one of the only things that this needs other than my radiator. I still haven't got it ready to go in the car. And well, yeah, that'll be saved for a different video, I suppose. Hopefully the next video I'll be able to get it running, and it should be good. So if you liked the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.